Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. I wonder, whatever time you're watching this, I wonder if my fan's going to get picked up. I did move it to a slightly more angle, but also I noticed that my PNG will sometimes just start yapping. And I wonder if that's the fan or something else. It's definitely the fan. But hopefully it's not too loud or noticeable. You know, I learned today that the 10 Commandments that God gave to Moses, allegedly, was not the original ones. In fact, he spent 40 days and 40 nights upon the mountain and was given like a billion fucking commandments, pardon my French. But apparently Moses just got pissed at one point and just broke a bunch of them, and then came back later and got the 10 Commandments that we have now. So there you go. You learn something new every day. Anyway, the build we're running today is my classic Smite Psyker build with the last pistol. We got the Between the Eyes and Infernus. We also have the Damos Mark 4 Blaze 4 Sword with Exorcist and Slaughterer. For the talents we have Soul Stealer, Quietude, Battle Meditation, Warp Expenditure, Perilous Combustion, Smite, Lightning Storm, Enfeeble, Wildfire, Psychonetics Aura, Seer's Presence, one with the Warp, Venting Shriek, Becoming Eruption, Creeping Flames, going to grab Warp Rider, and we're going down to grab Empowered Psychonic, Psychic Leeching, Overpowering Souls, and Charged Up. That's the build. Let's get into a game, shall we? Alrighty, and we're in. Oh man. Continuing to play Elden Ring, it's great. I am struggling on currently I'm stuck on 4 bosses. But I've just sort of been running between giving a few attempts to one, a few attempts to another. I really should just commit to one, but 2 of them are progression bosses and 2 of them are optional. Holy moly, that's loud. 1 second. I think we joined around in the middle. Also, are we 4 Psykers? No, we have a veteran. Man, I feel like I'm seeing a bunch of Psykers lately. And by veteran, I mean Zealot. And not too many Zealots, even though we have one now. I feel like I should have played Zealot. Could have balanced out the force. Alrighty. Where is this? They really just ran into that. That's crazy. Oh, someone's gonna die. That's fine, I reckon. Seems like it's T Superfly gonna kick it. Or maybe it's Dr. Ophius. Oh, rip that game. Anyway. Now my audio is too quiet. I'm hearing my own head, and it's like, There we go, that's better. Oh, it is hot, and continues to be hot, and I wish it wouldn't. It shouldn't be this hot. I think it should be illegal. I think we should ban summer. I think we should sign a petition, see if we can't vote that out. So, sometimes there's weird anime that's get put out. And sometimes there's anime that apparently is not so weird, but it gets a bad rap because it's got a weird ass name. There's an anime that's coming out called My Wife Turned Into an Elementary School Student, or something like that, or like a middle schooler or something. So my wife got turned into a kid. Now, on the surface, that sounds like what? Chris Hansen, is that you? But apparently, it is a story about. I guess spoilers. Apparently, the guy's wife died, and she was reincarnated as a child. As like she got reincarnated, and they meet again, or like she gets. I don't know if she's reincarnated as a child or if she gets reincarnated like does the whole life cycle thing with her memories. I don't know. But apparently nothing weird goes on in the anime. Someone said that not Life is Strange. Someone said that Spike's family's edgier than this manga / now anime, so it just goes to show how naming conventions can really kill the vibe for some people. Get this dog off me, quite frankly. I may have took the Zealot heal, but honestly, they're Zealot. It's fine. They might yet, but if they do, I'll just say my bad. I wasn't looking. I was looking. I saw it, and I chose to still grab it. Because it's a Zealot. They'll be fine. I'm a wee psyker. I crumble at the slightest wind. Alrighty. So Casey Neistat, I think he's the big streamer on Twitch. Might not be anymore. I know at one point he was. I don't know if like he was like the most sub streamer on Twitch. I don't know if that's changed. It's the same. I think it's still the same. If not, he's still like one of the top, if not the top. He did his one. I wish I had fuck you money like that guy does. Because he transformed his whole streaming room to Elden Ring themed, and he cosplayed Radahn. And the Radahn cosplay is really high quality too. And I'm just like, man, I wish I had the fuck you money that guy did. Although I do think I don't hate him, but also I think he's a little irresponsible. Like with that whole like meetup he did in New York that like caused some rapscallionism to go down. But generally, you know, it's whatever. And it's so funny watching him be like. So he was originally, like, as far as I know, I think he was like one of those guys that just played Call of Duty and FIFA all the time. And I think he's mostly an IRL streamer. Like, kind of like a vlog-style streamer, you know? He had Kevin Hart on the other day, and it was really funny watching some of the clips from that. Because it was like, it was just like this older guy in the entertainment business, like, talking to this younger guy who's, like, super hyper. LeBron James called in the middle of it. It was great. I only saw the clips though. I don't watch the full streams. Those streams go on for hours. Plus, not my type of style. But it's very funny how he's sort of being like a voice of reason. This guy who's relatively new to the Elden Ring sort of sphere, or like Souls-like sphere. I hope he plays the other Souls games too. Honestly, I feel like he'd appreciate them a lot. When people are talking about like, oh, for example, Asmongold, that rat fuck who I hate with every fiber of my being. Says the DLC is too hard, or like it's too hard to be fun. Casey Neistat's like, it's just a skill issue, man. Like, just like I suck. Why can't you just admit you suck and then keep going at it? Now, once again, if you think the Elden Ring DLC is too hard, that's fine. But don't like try to cope and say that, oh, it's too hard to be fun. That's cope. If say, oh, it's too hard for me, I'm alright. I don't want to play it. That's fine. He's like trying to cope about it is like cringe.
Heretics, I pray.
Alright, nice. Not just. Yeah, Elden Ring DLC is great. Although, if you don't like Elden Ring, obviously you're not going to like the DLC. Like, I have a buddy, she doesn't like Elden Ring. Like, she tried it, but she didn't like it. And so, it makes no sense. She wouldn't like it. I'm gonna die. Honestly, I'm enjoying the DLC more than I am enjoying base game Elden Ring. Ah, shit. Alright, we're good. We are what they say, so back. That was got a little risky. I think my favorite Souls-like is still... I mean, I don't know. I am enjoying the DLC more than I am enjoying Elden Ring base game, that's for sure. I think, I don't know why, it's just kind of like, maybe it's more fun, maybe I have like more toys to play with. Or maybe it's like kind of that vibe of like, it's essentially like starting a new run of Elden Ring, or like a whole new Souls-like game without having to start from zero. So it's that kind of vibe, maybe? I don't know. I think my favorite Souls-like is still Bloodborne, for sure. In order, I'd probably say Bloodborne, Elden Ring. Oh man, it's like a tough tie between Dark Souls 3 and Sekiro. I think I have to put Dark Souls 3 at 3 because I actually beat Dark Souls 3. I still haven't beat Sekiro. I really need to go back and beat Sekiro. I feel like I'm missing out. And also I need to play Dark Souls 2 one day. Dark Souls 1 is good, but it definitely shows its age a little bit. It's still good. I really enjoy watching Dark Souls 1 speedruns. I haven't actually watched an Elden Ring speedrun. I wonder how that would go. I saw some guy beat Mog at level 1 hitless, and I'm like, first of all, how? Does it count as hitless? I guess you'd have to beat him in the first phase. It's like I was helping a friend, and we beat Mog on her world in Mog's first phase by using I used Malekith's Deathblade. I used both the Ash of War for that, and then I had like my fist equipped, which had the bleed weapon, and then she had a dagger, and then the third guy we had Rivers of Blood. So obviously we were able to beat Morgan that way just by beating on him before he got his knee heal off. But how would you do a hitless run of Mogs? I'd have to watch the video, I guess. But especially at level 1, that motherfucker's got so much HP. It's a demon host, yeah. I mean, I suppose it's possible. Maybe there's like a, you know what it probably was? It's probably like a flask thing or something where you don't take damage or something. That might be it. I know that there's a flask thing that'll like prevent damage for a period of time or whatever after drinking. Or maybe like there's a item that he used to do invincibility or something. I don't know. Probably something like that. I mean, I guess obviously I should just watch the video. Oh, hello, Mr. Stinky. I love watching Dark Souls 3 speedruns as well, hitless speedruns especially, because I love people watching, especially if they're doing it 100, like hunt all bosses. Because watching people fight Nameless King is always fun. God, I remember when Nameless King was like the great mystery. It was crazy. God, man, how would Nameless King fare in I wonder what the. Honestly, I kind of want to go back and fight Nameless King again just to see how fucked it is compared to Elden Ring. I wonder if he's better or worse in terms of difficulty. Like, is he easier or is he like just as hard? Because Nameless King was no, that guy was no pussy bitch, that's for sure. And also, fucking sick-ass design. Come on now. I think I've used like 500 shots on this fucking. I've used an extreme amount of bullets. Also, I wonder how Ludwig or Millennia would compare. Like, how would Millennia compare to Lady Maria? Oh my god, for a second there I was mixing up their names. Probably like they have similar movesets, Lady Maria and Millennia. A little bit different, but they use like the dual blade thing. And then like they have spinny attacks and stuff. Although, obviously Lady Maria of the Astral Clock Tower is my wife. Does bleed instead of Scarlet Rock. Although I guess no, you can't really say. Bleed and like Scarlet Run not comparable. What game am I thinking about where bleed does tick? There's a few games, but Monster Hunter. There's no bleed status effect for you though, which honestly is a bit of a shame that they're. Honestly, I feel like bleed could be a status effect in Monster Hunter, and I think it'd be okay. They just have to treat it like poison or something. I don't know. Because, like, obviously in Monster Hunter, if you poison a monster, they become, like the more you hit a monster with a status effect, they become more resistant to said status effect, and then there's some monsters who are just more resistant to the poison than others, like in terms of damage and the application. So you can maybe do something like that or something, I don't know. Or like, what would you have bleed, would you have bleed scale with something? Would it be a flat rate? You know? Would it be like, oh, this monster's really weak to poison, but it's really strong against bleed, so take a poison weapon instead. Then another monster is like, oh, it's bleed this time, you know? Be interesting. Because there's certain monsters where you're like, this would get a bleed weapon. Like Odogaron should have got bleed weapons. Seregios, you know. Although I guess Odogaron does dragon damage. No, that's the variant. Also, they added a Monster Hunter longsword to Elden Ring. I don't know if I mentioned that. It's literally got the same movesets, even has Helmbreaker, which is amazing. I think I'm going to be talking about Elden Ring a lot in the next couple of videos. Just until the Darktide update's out, because that's really all there's to talk about. I did see someone about the Bulk End DLC complain, like, oh, why'd you release the Bulk End DLC so close to, like, the big launch? And I'm like, I don't think you can really compare the Bulk End DLC to Elden Ring. One, first of all, in no world is Bulk End ever going to go. Like, I don't think Bulk End's losing sales to Elden Ring, right? One, because the Bulk End DLC is $6, and you get 5 levels. You can complete it in one sitting. And it's fun. It'd be like, it was a nice thing. Honestly, it's kind of genius for them to release something that short, so close to Elden Ring, because maybe they could have bought people like, oh, you know what? It's only $6. I'll buy this. It'll keep me satiated. You know. Also, if you haven't played Bulk End, play Bulk End. Ow! I did not dodge. Oh, me being dead just gives me a chance to sip my tea. I was getting minced right there, Jesus. Also, the horde mode for Bulk End is very fun, but I keep throwing my vortex grenade on accident because I wanted to throw like a shit grenade. But I realized I won't have a grenade, so the only grenade I'll have is a vortex grenade. So I'll have thrown a vortex grenade at like 5 nurglings and a plague toad. You know, it's like, okay, how about I just end my life? Metaphorically speaking. Oh, well, that's sad. There we are. Off with your head. Down with the queen. Wait! Does the queen have that yacht? Very dark here. Spin move.
In the darkness, I judge.
That was a good run, although I joined halfway through. Alrighty, let's see what the Emperor grants us for that impeccable victory. Hello, Monsieur Emperor. Mr. Imperio. Ave Imperator. Hello. There we are. Ah, we got a doohickey for it. Well, if you made this far in the video, thank you for watching, like, and subscribe, or don't. I am not your mother, but you better brush your teeth. Now have a good one. Bye-bye!